Hey guys, it's Mr. Fry, and I'm back here to show you another way to actually do long division of polynomial functions. Alright, so synthetic division is probably the best way and the quickest way, the most efficient way, but some people don't get it, so it's nice to have another method because we'll need to divide to find all these zeros and all this fun stuff when we start looking at complex zeros. So it's always good to have two ways to get through these polynomials. Right now I have written down the polynomial, which was x cubed plus 5x squared minus 7x plus 2, which is a cubic polynomial. It's 4 terms. And I'm going to divide that by x minus 2, which is a binomial. Now, I set up old school style like we did in elementary. If you look over here, I have my binomial on the outside, and I have the division house, and then I have my cubic polynomial right here. Let's look at the term first, make sure it's written right. In other words, do I have every value accounted for? Well, it starts with x cubed, which is cubic, then it goes to 5x squared, which is a 2, then minus 7x, which would be, if I had to, we don't write it, ninja 1, and right here I have my constant of 2. So I'd say that's in descending order, meaning that it's in order and I don't have to substitute a 0 for a missing value. If I had like an x squared missing, I'd probably put a 0 there just to make sure I have respect for every place value. But in this case, this problem's nice, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Alright, so I look at the first term, which is x cubed, and then I look at the first term in the binomial here, which is x, and kind of ignore that minus 2 till later. So how many times does x go into x cubed here? It goes in there 2 times. So I'm going to put right here, I'm not going to put it right away here, I'm going to put it on the next term, x squared. And now I'm going to multiply that term by everything in the binomial. So x squared times x is x cubed. X squared times negative 2 is negative 2x squared. And now, just like elementary division of long division, we draw a nice little subtraction bar, and we subtract. Now the first term is gone. Now I'm going to do the second term here, 5x squared minus 2x squared, which is going to be, because we're subtracting, don't forget about those negative values and integers, which are the most common mistakes in higher math, believe it or not. 5 minus 2, it's going to be a positive 7x squared, so we're actually adding because of the negative values. Watch out for those common mistakes. Now I'm just going to go ahead, just like elementary, and once I did that first term, I'm going to drop down the second one. And now I have minus 7x. And let the fun begin. We're going to restart now. What times x gives me the 7x squared minus 7x? Well, if I just put 7x there, I'm positive 7x. I can multiply here. 7x times x is 7x squared minus 14x. Where did I get that? Well, the 7x times negative 2 gives me negative 14x. Now I'm going to go ahead and, just like I did in elementary school, draw a little subtraction sign. And by the way, I get rid of the first term, which I was trying to do. That means I'm on the right path. And negative 7 minus negative 14. It's going to give me a 7x, because those integer values, again, be careful of those simple things. And I'm going to drop down that 2 in the end there, and I get 7x plus 2. Now there's nothing else to drop, but right now I have the one little value here, so how about 7 goes in here, because how many times does x go into 7x? Well, plus 7. So I'm going to write plus 7 right here. 7 times x is 7x, and 7 times negative 2 is negative 14. And now I'm going to subtract it again, and I get the first term is gone, which is what I wanted, and 2 minus 14, which is going to be 2 minus negative 14, because of that negative value. Watch out for those integers again, and I get a positive 16. Now that's my remainder, like we did in elementary school. Here's what we do. Let me write my final answer. Alright, x squared plus 7x plus 7. And then we have the remainder 16, so I'm going to say plus 16. And just like elementary school, we're going to write the divisor as my denominator, which is x minus 2 is my divisor. So I say x minus 2 on the bottom, and this is my answer. All right, now you've seen that one. Let's go ahead and I want you guys real quick to solve this one on your own, and I'll give you the answer. Let's go ahead and do this one right here. X cubed minus x squared plus 4x minus 10. And I want you guys to divide that by this binomial, x plus 2. Alright, set that up, do it on your own real quick, pause the video, and I'll tell you the answer. This is my dramatic pause while you're waiting for you to do the work. Blah, blah, blah. Dramatic pause. Alright, so if you actually did it now and you paused it, and because it's just for you anyways, here's the answer already. I have, let's make it dramatic. Let's do a different pen color because we're fancy like that. Let's do green. Alright, the answer is, if you did it the right way, we have x squared minus 3x plus 10 plus that crazy remainder, negative 30 over x plus 2, which is the divisor. And that's your final answer if you did it correctly. Alright guys, I hope this helped. This will give you another way to divide besides using synthetic division. But remember, synthetic division is probably the best way, but there still is long division.